country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
Going on, America? Welcome to a Monday. It is a rainy Monday here. Let us know where you're watching from. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get business out of the way first. We need each and every one of you to make sure to hit that like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this video. The more people see the video, the more truth can get out there. If this is your first time, make sure to hit that follow button, that subscribe button, and be sure to share it far and wide. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about the bombshell report that now the left-wing media is trying to say that it's a hoax. And us MAGA conspiracy theories are crazy. If you think President Trump's case should go to a mistrial, comment mistrial in the chat. Let's go ahead and get this blowing up. As you guys know, President Trump and his team watch this show. Let the president know where you stand in support of him. I, for one, believe it should be, but we'll get into the facts of what we do know right now. But I want to see the chat on fire. Let's go right now. Somebody told me to stop with the clapping. I ain't stopping with the clapping ever. Don't tell me how to do my show. It's my show. All right. Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Alyssa is in the house today.
I still have the best song, I think.
All right. And everyone's favorite Hispanic. Yep. The Mexican Tony's in the building. It's the biggest anticlimactic thing. And, of course, everyone's favorite redneck hot seat Todd is here today. All right. And then, of course, I am your host, Graham Allen. All right. Anyway, I love our non-copyrighted music that we all switch to.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Yeah. I love the non-copyright. Honestly, it was Johnny Cash that got us in trouble. Yeah. It was.
I would rather have the old Nokia ringtone. It's like at this point.
Kind of forgot about that ringtone.
Well, you know.
All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about, but first, let's check in with everyone. Alyssa, I know how you are. We'll get to you last. Tony, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Tony, you got to be more
good. Good, Tony.
I'm doing well.
We got 6 words out of Tony that time.
Hey, Eeyore, how about a little bit more excitement? Like, just a little bit more.
That's it. That's all I got.
Todd, how are you today? You're in a good mood. The Celtics are 2-0.
Celtics are up 2-0. I'm doing great. It was a rough weekend. Kendra obviously had her appendix removed a while ago, but she has been sick ever since. I'm talking about surgery. She's either got a sinus infection or the plague. I don't know which one it is at this point. It is, dude, it's been bad.
We've kind of had like sinus infections like forever.
Man.
I feel like.
It must be the shift in weather here because it went from like comfortable to hell in like 2 days.
They're getting people ready for the bird flu. They're getting people ready for the bird flu. Alyssa, how are you this weekend with your amazing husband I hear about all the time?
Yeah, he's fantastic.
That you spent time with.
He's wonderful. I did almost hit a peacock on our country roads. That's something unusual.
I wish that was a joke. It's not.
Comment in the chats if you've almost ever hit a peacock driving on your back roads.
No, I've hit a turkey.
Yeah, I'm supposed to remind you, super chats or super questions, $5 or more. Somebody asked why some of their comments weren't read the other day. Guys, look, like we got a time slot and we can only fit so many questions. And so it's got to be $5 or more. They're not obligated, but they are very much appreciated. We will get to your questions at the halfway point of the show. And of course, we'll get to it at the end of the show. If you love what we do, you support what we do, your donations to the show is what keeps us free for you guys, to the people. So,
I have to tell you, little Gabby just commented that she also has almost hit a peacock and an emu. So she has one up me. Challenge accepted.
Jesus.
That must be a Southern thing because I don't think
Tony, it is not a Southern thing.
I've never.
Tony,
the only time I see a peacock is in a zoo, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
I had a rather aggressive encounter with a unicorn the other day. So,
I'm telling you, no, that is definitely not a Southern thing. No,
all right, we got a lot to talk about. People are like, man, these guys are out of control these days. Like,
always.
All right, let's get into some stuff. But before we do anything else, we got to get into our very first sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, a video game. We love it. Our friends over at War Gaming. Let me tell you about it. They got new content released every month, whether it's new ships, in-game nations, cosmetics, or even ship classes. You can always count on enjoying fresh gameplay experiences in World of Warships. They have amazing graphics with more than 40 unique maps with dynamic weather that comprise World of Warships have all been updated with stunning new water effects and textures, multiple ship classes to choose from, active and engaged community. Oh, and did we mention that the game is also available on consoles? All you got to do is use the code BRAVO. That's BRAVO. The link is in the description. Go click on it right now, and you can get a starter pack of 1.5 million credits. 1.5 million credits by using the code BRAVO. This is the perfect game to take your mind off of things in this crazy world. World of Warships is a perfect balance of action and strategic gameplay. Click the link in the description now and use the promo code BRAVO right now. All right, let's get into the show, ladies and gentlemen. All right. First of all, President Trump was very busy over the weekend, while President Biden may or may not have used a number 2 on himself later. We'll talk about that. While that may or may not have been happening, President Trump was doing what he does best, and that is being with the people. So this is Trump in California. This is his motorcade going to California. Let's watch some of this right here. Now, this is California. People super pumped about Trump. Again, not his biggest lines he's ever had, but this is Cali, right? Like, look, I thought Cali was Joe Biden-owned territory. Look at this. And the sad part is, or the best part is, this isn't his biggest, incoming he's ever had. People just standing out there waiting for Trump. The end.
Have anyone even seen Joe Biden have a line of people like this?
No.
Just saying.
No. Joe Biden.
He doesn't do rallies. He does high school gyms. Like, come on.
He went to an elementary school for a book reading because presidents do that, and the kids had to read to him. I wish that was a joke. I'm not being funny. I'm being for real. And they read it better than he did.
Well, they're all sponsored by the same people. Depends.
Oh, God.
That's funny.
All right. That's why he's so passionate about the school initiatives, because he himself has trouble reading. Where is this? Is this Cali still? Yeah. Look at this.
Wow.
This is Cali. All right. So again, I asked the question, and I actually saw Grant Cardone say this, and he put in there, he was like, where are the Biden voters? And I think it comes to a realistic question. When you see this stuff in California, I don't think anyone's under any disillusion that Trump is going to win California. Okay. But he doesn't have to win California.
No.
But when you see stuff like this in California, I haven't seen, and I'm being serious, I haven't seen one Biden sign. Not one.
That's because all the voters are on their laptops. Like, they're just waiting to click go.
Yeah,
like,
but that's what I mean. Like this kind of support, these people that are willing to get out there, that's what is so different about this. And even more so, to me, yesterday's rally in Las Vegas, right? Wasn't it Las Vegas?
Yeah, it was Vegas.
Las
It was
Vegas.
epic. It was epic.
It was 115 degrees. And so the left-wing media is like, oh, this rally pales in comparison to the other sides of his rallies. But it was 115 degrees. Trump talked for over an hour. They're not in the stadium. They're just outside. Look, even the cameras are kind of foggy. It's so hot. Ugh. All right. And we'll play this in just 1 second. But anybody that's been to a Trump rally, these things are like 4-6 hour events, right?
Right.
So Trump talked for over an hour. That's not, I know Marjorie Taylor Greene was there, and I know several other people were there. These people were just sitting out there baking. EMTs, sticking people with IVs and all this other kind of stuff. So what I'm saying is like the level of commitment people seem to be doing. Let's see the footage here really quick. It's the slowest. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I was like, okay, so there we go. I mean, look, like, I mean,
I bet that smells great.
It's not his biggest rally by any means. This is also the front end. They're not showing the back end where there were a lot of people on the back end too. But this is in 115-degree weather. Okay, if your favorite baseball team was playing and it was 115 and the top was open, you ain't going. Like, you know what I'm saying? But people are standing out there for 6 hours to see and hear President Trump.
Well, what I think is happening is, I touched on this last week, that a lot of the people that were in the closet Trump supporters are now getting to the point where, like, no, the country is just being attacked by the left over here. So they're coming out in droves now, being proud to support Trump now. That's what I think.
I guess. I mean,
no, look. I love Donald Trump. I love him. Nuh-uh. I'm not standing out in 100% humidity, Mississippi, waiting on that brother.
No, I'm not either.
Like I wouldn't
I've
do
been
it
in
for
some
saving
pretty
Bear Bryant.
insane weather situations at Trump rallies. I've been in a hurricane. I've been in the middle of January at an airport strip where there was nothing but
awful.
wind,
Just tarmac,
like 30 degrees. Dude, it was horrible.
It was rough.
I've been out there and it's so hot, dude. Everybody's just, I've been in some brutal Trump rallies.
And a few people in the chat are like, but it's dry heat. It's still hot.
It's 115
It's
degrees.
different
Don't
humidity,
start.
but it's hot.
Me and Ty were in Iraq.
I don't want to hear
start.
it. It's hot.
It's still hot. It's still hot.
sucks. Like,
But don't you also think it's people wanting just because we get asked all the time, what can we do? And sometimes I think this is the only thing people know how to do is to show up and show their support. So it's something tangible they can hold on to when they come.
Yes. But to Grant Cardone's thing, you don't see any of this for Biden.
No, 100. I know, 100%.
None. And so
well, you don't see Biden at 115. Like he would die. Like he would die.
Right. They medically would not let him do it.
Do you guys remember 2 years ago, me and my family went to the Trump rally in South Carolina? It was like 95 degrees out there, and people were passing out everywhere, but nobody was leaving. Everybody was just, everybody just wanted to see him.
Here.
Yeah, they were there. They were committed, and they wanted to see. They wanted to wait until he got there because you're right. Speakers talked before him and whatnot, and he talked for about 45 minutes, but nobody was leaving. So it was
They're committed.
That's commitment because I'm getting out of the truck and going, Kendra, get your purse.
Get your purse right here.
Get your purse. We're gone.
Not happening.
All right. Anyway. All right. But it's not without its little funny parts here. This is apparently some kind of. Oh, we're doing this one first. I thought. Oh, my bad. I'm out of order. All right. This was something that Trump said. Are we going to do the funny thing or are we going to do the other thing? We're doing the funny thing. All right.
Not a Todd Nicole. Not a Todd Nicole.
Funny thing is they brought the Trump chicken out on here again, which I think is hilarious.
I like the Trump chicken.
I want one in here. I think that would be amazing.
I think we should get one.
But
they put it behind my wall.
They try to put a jumpsuit on him, like prison. But then watch what happens when they try to get it blown up. Here we go. Play it.
The Trump chicken balloon also made an appearance in the Bay to greet him. Now, this time it was wearing a black and white striped jumpsuit on the back of a boat. But the people who put it up ran into some trouble. The winds were so strong that they had issues inflating it and keeping the poultry prisoner upright.
I'm not saying that this is that. You ever wonder if sometimes God's just kind of up there going,
I think he's got a sense of humor.
Just a little, just to see what happens. I do. I think it's hilarious. All right,
you're in the Bay Area, in the Bay with a balloon. Like, you rock with lips. What'd you think was going to happen?
People are stupid. All right, either way, let's get into what he said about tips. This was a very big thing. Tony, you come from a restaurant background. I want to get your thoughts after we listen to what Trump has to say right here.
This is the first time I've said this, and for those hotel workers and people that get tips, you're going to be very happy, because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips. We're not going to do it, and we're going to do that right away, first thing in office, because it's been a point of contention for years and years and years. And you do a great job of service. You take care of people. And I think it's going to be something that really is deserved. More importantly, popular or unpopular. I do some unpopular things, too, if it's right for the country. I do what's right. But so those people that have jobs in restaurants, whatever the job may be, a tipping job, we're not going after for taxes anymore. This will be undone.
Right, pause.
And
Tony, 30 years in the restaurant world? Okay, so break it down for us. How big of a deal is this?
It is a big deal, though I don't understand how he's not going to tax tips because it is income. It is income coming in. So I think the better thing would be to drop how much they're taxing because right now you have to claim 8%, whether people tip or not, whatever. So
he's talking about changing that, though.
Yeah, no, I know he's talking about changing it, but I mean, at the same time, you as an earner, as a server, whatnot, you are gaining that money. And you should be taxed a little bit on it at least. I mean, otherwise everybody's just going to be pocketing all that money and nobody's going to get taxed. The government is not going to get any tax on it.
Well, they do a similar thing for the military. So the military, you're taxed on your base pay, and everything else you get, your housing allowance and all that other kind of stuff, you're not taxed on that.
Okay.
And so honestly, for most people, their housing allowance, subsistence allowance, clothing allowance, if they're on a special duty assignment, their SDAT pay and all that other kind of stuff, that equates to more than their base pay is. And so that's why most military people get a tax return when they shouldn't, because it's not taxed. So I think it's a very simple tax law change to where, like any job that is a base income plus they are tippable in some way. I think that opens up the door, scratch, for us content creators too, because we get tipped and things like that as well. Is that taxable? What about fan subscriptions and all this other kind of things? I say do it.
Don't most of like your
anything
servers
you can
and
do
stuff,
to jack the IRS over? I'm all about it, man.
I've never done it, but Tony, help me out here. Don't most of your servers make below minimum wage because of tips?
They do here in the South. Like the only experience I have is with South Carolina, Washington, and Oregon. In Oregon, the minimum wage is about $15 an hour. Plus they get to keep their tips. So over there, the servers are making $8,000, $9,000 a month. Yeah, here, awesome. My daughter's a server here, and she doesn't get a paycheck at all because her tips are always more than what her base pay is.
Right.
So she's not getting a paycheck at all. So like I'm saying, like, over there in the Northwest, they're making killer money over there with their tips.
Well, and let's be honest, he was in Vegas, where that is where the service industry lives and breathes. So that was a huge statement. He just won Vegas right there. Right. Like he just won Vegas off of one sentence. So yeah. But congratulations, Tony. This is the first time you get to talk about something that's non-border related.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Way to go.
Although, a lot of restaurant workers are Hispanic, so yeah. So
I was not going to say that.
It did kind of roll back around there.
And I held it in.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, it was a Mexican restaurant. He worked at. But I held it back, and then he brought it in there.
There's a lot of other restaurant workers.
The most racist person on the show is Tony. That's all I'm saying.
True.
He's the most racist.
That's true. That's very true.
All right. Anyway, so it's a very big deal, and that's going to help a lot of people because, I mean, let's just be honest. The restaurant industry has been lying about the money they've made for a very long time.
Yep.
Well, I'm wondering how many people actually claim their tips.
For real. Like
I wouldn't. I'm telling you, maybe I'm a terrible human being.
So
wait, I'm going to ask Tony. Hang on.
I wouldn't claim a bit.
It was required for us to claim 8% because, again, when people don't tip, it doesn't matter. We have to claim 8%. That was that was the law. No, I always claimed like 11% because you can't go to the bank and deposit $5,000 in tips, but you're only claiming 8% on your sales.
That's why you do $500 a day.
Yeah, but
or you don't deposit it and things that you can pay cash with, you just pay cash with.
Oh no, I have an airlines card. I paid everything with my credit card, man.
I'm telling you, in another life, if I was not a Christian, I'm just being honest. The Lord works with me on it. I'd be like Sam and Dean on Supernatural.
Yeah,
I'd be filling out credit card and saying other people's names, staying in hotel rooms, just driving around and eating Funyuns and all kinds of stuff.
Todd and Graham Winchester over here.
Man, I'm telling you, I'd be hunting demons and all kinds of stuff. I'd be living off the grid.
What about your children?
I'd bring them along.
Sam and
Dean got taught how to do it.
They met the yellow-eyed demon when they were like 10.
And the yellow-eyed demon took a baby.
Hey, sometimes.
Look,
sometimes.
you got to create a backstory in a show, sweetheart.
I'm just
The
saying.
dad would have never
Okay.
have done either way. We're getting off topic here.
Okay.
The point
Way off
is,
the
if
reservation
Jesus wasn't in our life, me and Todd would be full-blown degenerates.
I'd be a
And
drug
that's
dealer.
all there is to say
Just
about
filling
it.
out credit cards and just maxing it out and
straight
blah,
up.
blah, blah.
All right, but we got to talk about the mainstream media being corrupt. We know that they are. This is a very interesting thing here. Okay, so in his speech, okay, this Newsweek article, New York Post, everybody, they all say this same thing. Donald Trump to Las Vegas rally attendees, quote, "I don't care about you." That's the caption for all of them. They're all saying it, whatever, right? They do this on purpose to get people to click so they can make money, knowing that they are deceitful in what they're doing. So let's go down to the quote. I want to, oh, look, they updated it this morning. That's funny. Keep going. See, it says updated or yesterday. What's today? The 10th? What is today? Yeah,
Today's
they
the
updated it
10th.
yesterday. I want to quote. Keep going now. Keep going. Oh, here we go. This is what he said. Quote, "By the way, isn't the breeze nice? Do you feel the breeze? I don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care." His supporters laughed as he then said, "See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible thing."
I love it.
He
That's
called
the
it.
exact quote. And go to the top. And then here they are trying to get clicks right there. Donald Trump to his Las Vegas rally attendees, "I don't care about you." The audacity of these blood-sucking soul vampires that is the media. They do this on purpose to try to make you think that Donald Trump doesn't care about you, and people don't read the articles. They see the headline and they share, and it's all gone. Donald Trump to Las Vegas rally attendees, "I don't care about you." How are you supposed to think that's supposed to go? And then he literally says, "See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible thing." And then Newsweek has reached out to Trump's campaign email for a comment. What? He just said it. Play the video. The video's right there. Play it. Here we go. Look, I bet you they cut it on this video. I bet you they cut it out.
Do you feel the breeze?
They did cut it. Watch. These
'Cause I
sorry.
don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care. See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible thing.
What are we
It's
talking
right
about? The Breeze comments makes nice. I understand now. He didn't want anybody to pass out. That's what he's saying. I need you. I don't need anybody to pass out. I don't care about you. I just need your vote. Now, see, the press will take that and then they'll say, I said a terrible thing. And then you go to the top of the Newsweek article, Donald Trump to Las Vegas rally attendees, "I don't care about you." These sorry, degenerate, basement-dwelling pieces of human garbage. This is what they do on a daily basis, and it drives me insane. Do you know the cojones on these people to write this headline, knowing that 95% of the world doesn't read the article, they just read the headline, and in the same article, they quote him verbatim, saying, "Watch, they're going to say I said something bad when they clip this." Literally, go down. It's in the article. You can't make it up. Just right there. By
do have
the
a
way,
question.
yes.
Then what was he? I'm a devil's advocate here. What was he talking about when he said, I don't care about you," or "I don't care"? What was he referring to?
Oh, he was making a joke.
making a
It's a
joke,
joke. Yeah. Hey, don't fall out. I need you. Like, hey, I don't care about you, but I need your vote.
No,
So
it was
don't-
just kind of like,
Don't pass out and die out here. Like, I
Yeah.
need your vote, because if you die, then you're a Democrat voter.
Yeah,
So,
he was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
He just,
Yeah,
so-
it was sarcasm. It was sarcasm. And then he literally says it in the same thing. Now, see, watch. The press will take that and say he said a horrible
thing. Yeah.
And then Newsweek has reached out to Trump's campaign for a comment. What are you talking about? A comment? He said, dude, I'm telling you, it's aneurysm stuff, man.
I'd email him back, but it would be an emoji.
I'm telling you, my quote is,
Not a good one.
every time they email me, my quote is, "I meant what I said, and I'm not sorry." Copy paste.
He's not lying.
I'm
at all.
serious. That
He's
is my
not lying.
True.
Look at any time Newsweek has written about me and they've actually reached out for a comment from me. That is my comment. Graham Allen said, "I meant what I said. I'm not sorry."
Media matters. Media matters.
Control C, Control V. Boom. Every
He's so
time.
proud of himself.
He is
Dude.
Control
not
C,
lying.
Control V. That
I
is
have synced
100%.
it. I have synced it.
Anyway, but that's what we're dealing with here, people. Like that's the mainstream media in a thing. And the thing that bothers me is, you want to know why they do it? Because they put ads in their article, and the more clicks they get, the more money they make. It has nothing to do about the truth. It has nothing about journalistic integrity. It's nothing. They know if they put a caption in there that makes it sound like Donald Trump did something bad, a lot of people are going to click on it, and then therefore they'll get lots of either subscriptions for $1 and or the advertisement on their page. They'll get a lot of ad revenue off the.
True.
the
I mean, both sides
link,
do it.
The link clicks.
That's media. Both sides do it.
Yeah, but to your point though, Graham, it's very sad and scary too that people who don't read these articles, obviously we do because we do a lot of research, but people that don't read the articles and just see those headlines, they come to their own conclusions pretty quick, and they're almost sheep because they're being
Not almost. Let's call them what they are.
Well,
Like,
To quote Ted, we speak their language. Bah. Bah. They understand that.
But the media's also lost a lot of integrity. So people who still follow or believe stuff that they just read a one-liner, meh.
Well, again,
the media has integrity.
Well, exactly.
When
that's
did
what I'm
that
saying.
happen?
Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Okay. Anyway, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand how they can get away with it. We get fact checked and copyrighted for using a Dr. Phil clip, but these sorry degenerates can just put whatever they want to put on things, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Anyway, okay, we got to get into our next sponsor here. Let's get into the Christian cell phone company. Ladies and gentlemen, we need every single one of you to stop doing what you're doing. Stop giving to companies that do not care about you. Stop it. Stop it right now. Just stop. You need to go to patriotmobile.com/Graham today. Stop giving your money to companies that donate to abortion and donate to all these things that you don't care about. And also, we all remember where we were the day AT&T went out and you were scared to death that your ladies in your life were lost forever while they were driving on the road. Like we all remember, okay? We all know. My wife, as beautiful as she is, she'll tell you.
Hey.
She doesn't even know what the street name is before you get to the road that we turn into our subdivision.
I don't feel like you need to throw me under the bus like that, but fair.
What? I love you to death, but we all know that no one memorizes where they live anymore. They just follow the GPS. Tony, you have daughters. If GPS went down, how confident are you that they would all get
Like
there?
a lot of men would be also very lost.
that's true. Yeah, true. Yeah, very true.
All right. Anyway, my point is you can get offended all you want, but we all remember where we were when AT&T went down. So Patriot Mobile has fixed that problem for the ladies and those men who are directionally challenged to be appropriate in 2024. They have created Patriot Mobile One, where you can have two separate networks. So if one goes down, you can make a switch. If the other one, the service sucks, you can make a switch. Again, you can always have service wherever you are. It is a beautiful, amazing piece of technology. And so you need to join me, Charlie Kirk, Dan Bongino, Steve Bannon, Sebastian Gorka, Glenn Beck, Dana Lash, and the list goes on and on and on. Go to patriotmobile.com/Graham today. Keep your phone, keep your number, or get a new one, get a new number. I love to get a new number every couple years because it just eliminates the people that I don't want to talk to. Promo code Graham gets you free activation. So go to patriotmobile.com/Graham. That's patriotmobile.com/Graham. Promo code Graham.
This went down, I would be totally lost.
Well,
Completely lost.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I know my daddy can still does the old fashioned maps.
Well, we were just talking about this with my youngest the other day. We were telling her how back in the 90s, we used to drive. We used to drive, we used to drive with those big old. You guys remember those big old map books?
Yeah.
No.
We used to have to read maps.
You'd have to drive and be like trying to read over here.
Oh, the worst fights in the world between, hope my mom and dad are listening, when they were on the road. Carol, which way are we going? She's got the big map book. I don't know, Ronnie. Sit in the back.
So,
it's weird. You put me in the woods with a compass and I can find anything.
A what?
Woods with a compass and I can
Compass.
A compass.
Compass.
That's not a compass.
Compass, not compass. It's like you're saying
Compass.
Krampus.
We're not getting into the COVID thing again. Just stop it.
You
Anyway.
just did it again. You know you're doing it on
No, I
purpose.
don't.
It's
This
COVID.
is how I talk.
It's not COVID. It's COVID.
Well, you
COVID.
say it however you want to.
You're
I'll
doing
say
it on
potato.
purpose.
No, I'm not. Anyway, you put me in the woods with a compass, I can find anything. And
can we move on
Can you
from the
find a
word?
peacock?
Can you not use the word compass
all right, you
anymore
put
for
me
the
in
rest
the
of this
woods
time?
with a directional magnetized device,
There it is.
and
There
I
you
can
go.
find
Yep.
anything. But I still get lost in Caledonia, like I do.
I do
all the
too.
time.
Those back
GPS. Kendra's like, you have no sense of direction on the street. I'm like, no, but this does.
Anyway, all right. My point exactly. We're too dependent on these things.
That's true.
Learn the street you live on, people. Learn the street.
What's
I
that?
was almost about to say our street name, but I stopped
For the
myself.
love of everything, learn how to at least get home and get to a family member's house if stuff goes down. What are you going to do when they flip the off switch? That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna sit right where I'm at.
Just learn
Someone
how to
come
get
find me.
somewhere.
Yep.
All right, we got to get into the thing everybody's waiting on here, and this is the point where we need you to hit that like button, hit that share button. We got to talk about the mistrial, okay? Because it should be a mistrial. Todd, I'm going to let you lead us in here with this. Well, first we got a video, and then I'm going to let you read the actual letter that Judge Mershon sent to the defense, the prosecution. All right, so let's play the video first.
Folks, major breaking news on the Trump verdict out of the rotten apple. A New York Supreme Court has just notified, or the New York Supreme Court has just notified Judge Juan Mershon that someone identifying themselves as the cousin of one of the jurors posted to the court's Facebook page that Trump was going to be found guilty. This happened one day before the verdict was announced.
Mistrial.
We're working to verify all this information and what it means about Trump's case.
All right.
Major.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we did a little research before the show. Go figure. I'm going to let Todd read you the actual letter that was sent, Judge Mershon, to the thing, and then we're going to read you like what actually we're going to talk about the left is now saying that, oh, it's a hoax, he's a troll, and all this other kind of stuff. And then we're going to talk to you about what actually equates to a mistrial. Todd, take us here. It's kind of blurry. So
Judge Mershon sent this letter out to both sides. We talked about this yesterday because I didn't know who he sent it to. But here is the letter. Dear counsel, today the court became aware of a comment that was posted on the Unified Court System's public Facebook page, in which I now bring to your attention. In the comment, the user Michael Anderson states, "My cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all of your hard work." Go up, Mr. Producer. No, the other way. There you go. The comment now labeled as 1 week old, responded to a routine UCS notice posted on May the 29th, 2024 regarding oral arguments in the 4th Department of that division, unrelated to this proceeding. The posting entitled, the whatever division, 4th Department will hear oral. That's all.
Oral arguments.
Oral arguments, obvious. I can't see the other one. But anyway, we did some research, and this is called, can we pull up that Wikipedia? Juror misconduct.
Yes, if this is true, and I already see people right now, oh, you're getting trolled. Oh, it's a Dempsey. Shut up. Just be quiet for 5 seconds.
Just give us a minute. Give us a minute.
Listen here. All right, geniuses. Okay, what if it's not? That's the thing. They haven't proved it one way or the other. Just because that person who made the comment has now made another comment, I'm a professional troller. I didn't know that was a profession. I didn't know that was something. Oh, I'm a doctor. Actually, I'm not a lawyer. Show me. The fact is, no matter what happens, they must and are required to investigate this to the full extent of the law.
And it's easy to find out.
You don't know if it's a hoax or not, so shut up. And yes, I said it. Shut to the up.
Yeah.
As Medea would say.
Anyway, juror misconduct can take several forms. It does say there, and I know this is Wikipedia, but we researched it in other sources. This just sounds better. Communication by the jury with those outside of the trial or the court case. Those on the outside include witnesses, attorneys, bailiffs, judges, da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, this could be, if this turns out to be true, this could be claimed as juror misconduct, and I went a step further and did a little bit more research while we were talking about the show. If a mistrial is declared, after that point, the double jeopardy clause may prevent the defendant from being retried for the same offense. So this could go in a very bad way for the Biden administration. Because
correct,
let's be honest,
correct.
That's who's doing this.
And what I really think the dim psyop would be, can we go to Laura Loomer's where she's talking about people falling for the left, like attacking it? Can we go to that tweet here? Here we go. Laura Loomer goes, beware of Democrat information warfare and psyops. Media and Democrats are deliberately lying and accusing MAGA and President Donald Trump of falling for a hoax that has not yet been confirmed as a hoax. The media is falsely accusing President Trump and MAGA for falling for a hoax regarding a Facebook comment that was posted on the public Facebook page of the Unified Court System in NYC. Stop saying that the comment on Facebook page about Trump's trial was a hoax, because when you say that, you are playing right into the media and Democrats' deliberate and calculated efforts to spin this and discredit Donald Trump and provide cover for Judge Merchan. Donald Trump, his legal team, MAGA, were not the original source of the screenshot. Now, that is very big. Judge Merchan was. They didn't even know anything about it until they were emailed about it. The person who first made an issue of this comment and made it aware of the general public via official court correspondence is Judge Juan Merchan himself, who sent a letter yesterday. This was over the weekend, June 7th, 2024, on his official letterhead to the parties involved in President Trump's trial, including the Trump legal team, notifying them about the court's discovery of the comment. I have highlighted the letter below. Anyway, okay, we already read the letter. So here we go. I have confirmed with President Trump's campaign and one of his lawyers that there is still an active investigation into the origin of the Facebook comment, and the court has not deemed this a hoax. So here's the thing. For those of you who say, oh, we're falling for it, are you sure you're not? Here's the thing. We have to bring you what's going on. We'll find out, I guess, at some point whether or not this is a hoax or not. All we know is this dude made a comment that his sister or something cousin was on the jury, and he knows for a fact that they're going to convict him, and it was the day before the conviction actually happened. Okay, then after it gained attention, then all of a sudden, okay, so here we go. Thank you for all your hard, supposed to be work against the MAGA crazies. My cousin is a juror on Trump's criminal case, and they're going to convict him tomorrow, according to her. Thank you, New York courts. Now, once this picked up steam, if you go down a little bit, keep going. All right, now he starts putting, oh yeah, well, now we're also married or something like that. And then he makes a statement that he's a professional troller online. I'm sure that you are, good sir. Because here in 2024, that is an actual profession. You can go to school for that. It's called any D1 liberal university you want to attend. Well, that's the only thing your degree is good for.
Well, the fact that Judge Merchan addressed this first to begin with,
yes, he's the
has
first
to
one.
say something about what's going on. You know, it's just they wouldn't address it if they thought it was nothing.
Especially not that judge.
Exactly.
I wouldn't fix bayonets on either side at this point.
No,
just let it play out. Let it play out.
What I don't like is people going, "Oh, you're falling for a Democrat." Shh, you know nothing.
Yeah, on either
you don't
side.
know anything.
On either side, I agree.
None of us do. Judge Merchan sent this to Trump's legal team. All right, hey, we just got made aware that there was this comment made before the verdict came out. If this turns out to be true, this is end all, full stop grounds for a mistrial of this thing. So that's it. But to Laura Loomer's point, I don't like where Republicans are going to, where they're just like, that's what y'all sound like. Democrats sound like, you sound like, that's the difference. You sound the same, just with different octaves. Liberals, Republicans, y'all sound the same. Just over and over and over again. You sound like dying camel on the side of the road. It's just like, that's what you sound like. Just be quiet. And how about let's pay attention and let's see? Because then, that's all I'm saying. All we've said to this point is that if this is proven true and they don't declare it a mistrial, it's time to no sleep to Brooklyn, baby. I'm talking just go down. Anyway. All right. We'll move on. But, anyway, thoughts from anybody else? I mean, am I crazy? I feel like.
No, you're not crazy.
I mean, it's interesting. We'll just have to see how it plays out. I mean, I think the judge sent the letter out because, I mean, somebody was going to see it. Like, somebody was going to see it and report it.
Trying to get ahead of it.
All that stuff. But, I mean, they have made it to where Facebook can be used in investigations now. That is law. So it's not going to be hard to prove. Like, it's really not. You find this dude, you look at his family,
find him,
call
you
it a day.
drag his butt into a room,
simple.
and you throw the book at him to
period.
figure out, hey, tell the truth. And it's not going to be hard to find out if he's actually related.
I was going to say, does he have a cousin or not?
And I would argue the fact that he even made this comment.
Yeah, he should be in trouble. For
Like,
sure.
like,
Troll or
like,
not.
yeah,
Like,
if anything, like you just can't do that.
Yeah.
Bring juror number 10 in, his cousin, so, whoever it may be, and just find, it's not hard. Like, this ain't difficult. The fact that we don't already know is crazy to me.
Well, let's spin this the other way. If I went on Facebook or Instagram and made a comment, well, I found out I'm, such and such cousin. I found out Joe Biden did XYZ. My account would get banned like that fast.
Yeah.
So if this dude is a troll, banned immediately.
question,
He should be kicked.
Maybe you guys know. Maybe the chat knows. If this does turn out to be something, and they have to do all this retrial again, or not retrial, or throw it all out, could anything happen to the juror that let that go? Because obviously it costs the taxpayers.
For
it costs
sure.
the taxpayers
They could be
millions to
charged
try
with a crime.
Trump.
They
So
could
that'd
be
be criminal
charged with a
misconduct.
crime.
Yes, criminal misconduct.
Yeah, for
during the
sure.
thing. Yeah,
For
you
sure.
You can be arrested.
That's like rule number 1.
And dude, in New York, if they find out who that juror is and name, that person better move because they just caused Trump a indictment and a conviction felony single-handedly. They
Somebody,
better run.
Sassy said, Graham, they still haven't figured out whose Coke it was in the White House. Do you think they're going to? No, I don't. I'm just saying,
Good point,
I
Sassy.
don't like this. You're falling for a psyop. What's the psyop? That's my thing. What? Oh, they're doing this on purpose. For what? Like what? What's the game plan to cause a mistrial? What's they're trying to get you, Graham, by paying you $20 million to do your show. How? How are they trying to do that? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? It's like that Jennifer Lawrence say, like, what do you mean? Like, what is the psyop there? There's no psyop in that. There's a Trump mistrial. He gets away. Like he leaves. He gets his gun back. I want to see a video of them handing in his 6-shooter revolver back around a thing like they do in Lethal Weapon when you get your badge and your gun back. Hand it right back to him. That's what I want to see. What are you talking about? Oh, it's a psyop. For what purpose? Like, what? How does that get our eye off the prize? Like, I don't understand. I think that's a dumb statement.
Dude, that would be an awesome advertising ploy. If they give him a
Slide it.
6-shooter, he puts on his cowboy hat, like, let's go clean up Washington.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't say I had confidence they were going to figure it out. I just said I don't understand this whole psyop top. Like what it.
There's no win for a Democratic psyop here. There's
there's no win for a mistrial on a Democrat. There's no win.
Retry, there's no win. Like, there's no W there.
Anyway, if anything, I think it would make his fundraising skyrocket through the roof even more.
Yeah,
they're
for
like,
real.
they put this dude through crap, and now it's a mistrial. Anyway, I don't.
That
psyop
would be the biggest ha-ha moment of the year, right?
Yeah,
there.
I mean, Trump, he could just pull his pants down and walk out of the courtroom, just like, what now? Like, kind of thing.
For real.
What is it? Jim Carrey used to say, bend over so you can kiss it, kind of thing. Like, I mean, that would be his moment to do so. Anyway, I don't know.
Referring to the Grinch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Kiss it,
Thank you.
Whoville.
You're welcome.
Now bend over, Whoville, and kiss it.
Mistletoe.
Anyway, all right, we got to move on to our next sponsor here. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the economy is in shambles. If you hear frustration in my voice, it's because literally we've been talking to you about that 63 American bank chains are on the brink of insolvency. Your money may already be dead and you don't even know it. Your money may already be gone and you don't even know it. Now is the time for you to act to protect your family. Text the word Graham, that's Graham, to 989898 right now. My friends at Birch Gold are going to give you a call. They're going to find out where you live, and they're going to send you a 25-page information kit on how gold, silver, and precious metals can help not only protect you against Joe Biden's economy, but this active worldwide attack from BRICS, the Russia, China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, all of them that are actively trying to dethrone the U.S. dollar as the world currency. That is bad. Bad, bad, bad for Americans if that happens. So I'm begging you, free information is vital information. Do the right thing for your family. Protect your family. Text the word GRAHAM. That's GRAHAM to 989898 right now. You can literally do it while you're watching this show. That's GRAHAM to 989898 right now. All right. Trump probation has been scheduled. Todd, lead us through this if you don't mind.
Okay, so Trump has a interview that is scheduled for, I guess that was yesterday, so now it's today. Former President Donald Trump is scheduled for a probation interview tomorrow. The interview will take place via Zoom from his Mar-a-Lago residence with his attorney Todd Blanche present. Attorney. The session will be conducted by a New York City probation officer, MSNBC first reported. During such interviews, a probation officer usually confirms the interviewee's personal details, address, employee status, contact info, etc. The officer also asks about the individual's compliance with probation terms, such as attending required programs, abstaining from prohibited activities, and adhering to curfews. Finally, the interview may include a discussion of the individual's progress in any court-ordered treatment programs, community service, or other rehab activities. Yeah, he's getting probation. He's going to get a slap on the wrist.
I disagree. I think he's going to be put on house arrest at Mar-a-Lago.
That's a win-win.
The Trump campaign is already making plans right now, contingency plans for campaigning, because they are anticipating this. Like that's being reported as well. The Trump campaign, and a lot of people are like, well, Graham, they got to talk about it just in case. Yeah. No, you're right. But they're anticipating it. Like that's different. It's different to be like, oh, well, what if versus no, it's going to happen. The same people that are like, oh, it'll never happen, are the people that are like, I don't think they're gonna find Trump guilty. I think if anything, it'll be a hung trial or a hung jury. It was just complete unanimous. Again, you have to remember, this is New York. Like, this ain't where you live trying to figure out if he's going to be on house arrest or all this other stuff. It's New York that is doing it. And they're going to do it 4 days before the RNC convention, where they're supposed to formally and officially nominate Donald Trump as the Republican nominee. I am telling you the man will be in jail during the RNC convention, and then he will be put on house arrest once he bails out for the remainder of the campaign. I'm telling you.
That's a win-win.
I'm not saying it hurts Trump. I'm saying they are trying to keep Biden from having to debate him anymore.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's the psyop.
And they're trying to remove the optics of Trump campaigning versus Biden campaigning. Mm-hmm. They're trying to make it to where Biden don't have to campaign at all, because Biden can campaign from the White House in his house in Delaware, because Trump will be forced to have to campaign from Mar-a-Lago. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm curious thoughts, counter arguments, you know.
The only thing, like I said, it's a win. If they put him on house arrest, he gets elected president. I mean, does he really want to live in D.C. anyway? That crap hole? Now we just put the White House in Mar-a-Lago, which is, I mean, that's comfortable. Nobody's going to be half naked throwing smoke grenades over the White House lawn. I mean, you're not going to do that in Mar-a-Lago. So win-win. Let's just go paint Mar-a-Lago white, call it a day.
Here's my question in regards to that. You know, the first White House was in Philadelphia.
Correct.
And all this stuff. Who decides where the White House is located? Let's Google that. Google who decides where the White House is located, or who decides where America's capital is located. Like, is it the president? Is it Congress? Like who decides that? I'm just curious. Like,
I don't know.
Because D.C. is a crap hole. I mean, it just is.
But unwrapping a little bit of what you just said right now, with the whole trying to keep Biden from debating Trump or whatnot, are we still confident that Biden's going to be there when the ticket comes out? I mean, so if their plan is to throw Trump in jail, like you were just saying, Graham, to try to keep him from debating Biden or Trump and Biden, what is their plan long term without, trying to keep Biden in there?
I think the only way they do keep Biden in is if they can try to make the optics look better for Biden. And the only way to do that is that way. Okay, here we go. This is interesting. It's history, and the history of the nation's capital began when President George Washington signed an act of Congress in December 1790 declaring that the federal government would reside in a district not exceeding 10 miles square on the River Potomac. President Washington, together with the city planner, so the president did it.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the president could?
Oh, that would be awesome.
I mean, I'm just asking. I'm not saying
order.
I'm not saying he should do it or not. I'm just saying. So the only reason that it moved from Philadelphia to Washington D.C. is because George Washington had an idea.
Yep.
Right? Like, I mean, let's see. Following the year, the cornerstone was laid and design submitted by Irish-born architect James Homer was chosen. Oh, that's building the White House.
Yeah. So George Washington selected the site.
Yeah. That's what it seems like. That George Washington just had an idea. Hey, I don't like it here in Philadelphia.
Let's go somewhere else.
Let's just go somewhere else. Make Mar-a-Lago. How many acres? How many square miles is Mar-a-Lago? Can we Google that?
Yeah, hang on.
Let's have some explore time
Yeah,
right here.
Even if he gets it, he would give his house away when the next president comes in.
Just hang on now.
It doesn't make much sense, but okay.
I mean, I'd do it.
Well, it's 17 acres, however many that is.
Yeah, how many square miles is 17 acres?
You were asking me? Ask Tony.
No, we got the internet.
Oh,
How many square
I am
miles?
Google right here. I
It's
got
a lot.
Google right here. Here's what they could do. They could do it for 4 years while he's there. Then he can say, I'm not the president anymore. You guys
You
can
take
go back
it-
to
take it
Washington.
back.
Yeah, go back to
Take it
Washington.
back.
How
White
many
House
square
officially in
miles
DC
is
again.
17 acres?
Oh, my God. Dude, I'm from Mississippi, dude.
A
Come
lot. I know. Don't ask me.
I'll do it while y'all just stare at me awkwardly.
on.
How many?
0.0266.
Okay, so nowhere close to Washington, D.C.
Nope.
Okay, there you go. All right.
I beat you.
All right, you bet. So again, could we declare? All I'm saying is, could we declare? That would be funny if Republicans win.
We're
The White
going to
House is in
Mar-a-Lago.
Florida. If
the
Democrats win, the White House
going
is in
back up.
D.C. That would be hilarious.
Yep,
I
that'd be awesome.
was just curious. I don't know if it should happen or if it ever would happen. That's interesting to me that George Washington just kind of like decided.
Somebody just commented, no, it cannot be in a state. Thus, that's why the district was created.
Yeah. No. I got that. But George Washington just declared essentially a part of Virginia,
Easy fix.
a district.
That was
District
a
of
long time
Mar-a-Lago.
ago.
District of Mar-a-Lago.
Have you been to D.C.? It's literally you cross a bridge. Like you're in Arlington, Virginia. You go over a half-a-mile bridge and you're in D.C. Like it's Virginia. Okay, let's not act like it's not Virginia. You are in Virginia. Okay, and they just called it a district.
But you got to think there's other things in place. I mean, Washington
we'll just
was our
go
first
from
president.
DC to DM, from District of Columbia to District of Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, I know DC's not a state. That's what I'm saying. Name that little 17 acres, a district of Florida.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, it'll be Florida, DC. That's it. Anyway, all right. Or they'll call it MAGA, and they'll name it something else, like for the district of MAGA. Okay, let's get into our last answer, and then we got to get into a lot of things here. Oh, actually, thank you, Mr. Producer. I forgot about this. This is Raggedy Ann, Chucky's drunk stepmother.
I was waiting for the Raggedy Ann comment there.
Here we go.
Every time.
Beelzebub in female form. Here we go. This is Jen Psaki or Psaki. Let's just play it.
There was some exclusive reporting by NBC News that Trump is scheduled for a Zoom interview with the probation officer tomorrow. It's over Zoom, which I think isn't typical how it's done, although this is not a typical scenario. How do you expect this to go, and what are you watching for?
Yeah, so the manner is certainly not normal. Usually it's in person, not by Zoom. But you can imagine because of Secret Service, et cetera, that accommodations have been made. This is one where Donald Trump really it's his to lose. There's nothing wrong with his telling the probation office, I didn't do anything wrong and I'm not admitting guilt and I'm planning on appealing. That's every defendant has a right to do that. But if he were to start saying the kinds of things that he has been saying during the trial and after the trial and attacking the jurors, the witnesses, the judge, family members, to foment sort of an anti-law enforcement, a false anti-law enforcement sentiment, that's not going to go that well, to say the least. He'll also be asked a lot about his personal finances in terms of paying a fine. He'll be asked about his whether he is associating with criminals. And I mean, this is sort of remarkable. It's just the kind of thing that you just focused on with your last guest. But, he's going to have to sort of discuss whether he still coordinates with Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, Steve Bannon. Remember, all of those people have been found guilty by a jury and are felons themselves.
Rigged jury. Okay, so there you go. Again, to my point, Donald Trump will go to jail. He'll bond out or bail out, and then he will be on house arrest at Mar-a-Lago. That's all I'm saying. Like when you hear things like this, the deck is already stacked against him. Do you associate with criminals? Well, they're making sure that he associates with criminals. There's zero chance. That he will go to jail. He will have shackles around his hands and feet. He'll be there for 3 or 4 days during the RNC convention to rob that moment of him being the nominee. And then he will be put on house arrest at Mar-a-Lago. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. Same people that are just like, when I said that the deck is stacking against him, I think he's going to be guilty. People argued with me. Like, there's no way. There is no way they went through all of this. Just let him break fundraising records and then go out and have more people than ever before at Trump rallies. There's no way. No way. They will keep him from being able to attend the official declaring of him as the RNC, as the Republican nominee, and then they will put him on house arrest at Mar-a-Lago. That's my thoughts and that's my predictions. All right, let's get into Backyard Butchers. Ladies and gentlemen, we already talked to you guys. You did a thumbs down on my statement, Alyssa.
I don't know why I did that.
Oh, my
I'm sending signals in the back.
All right, either way, ladies and gentlemen, we talked to you about bird flu the other day, okay? They're now talking about the first confirmed death of bird flu. You got people in Europe calling for let's go ahead and lock down and all this other kind of stuff. I believe it's not to scare you as far as if you were going to live or die, it's going to be to disrupt our food supply. So you need to go right now and check out my friends at backyardbutchers.com/Graham. Get you some actual in America cow steak, all you can think of. Don't buy China meat or Australia meat that they package here in America and they make you think it's here. Get you the steakhouse box, the farmhouse box, the backyard box. Get all of them. Get you a subscription and stock up now. Because my biggest fear is that shortages are coming. So go to backyardbutchers.com/Graham. Promo code Graham is going to save you some money. Go to backyardbutchers.com/Graham right now. All right. Let's get into this stuff here. This is AOC in her intelligence.
Confessions of a bartender.
As per usual, a true poet of our generation. I forgot that we reordered this stuff. That is not AOC.
AOC lost some hair.
AOC has had a horrible couple weeks. That is Dr. Phil. This is a clip from Dr. Phil. My bad. This is a very powerful clip. Let's watch this. That's my fault. Then it's AOC. Let's get into this.
I think the majority going on right now. Like, that is the majority.
Yes. Which, again, makes me go back to what is the purpose for a Democrat psyop of Judge Merchan coming in saying, hang on, there may be something bad happened here. What do they gain from that? And then even if nothing happens from that, to believe that they're just going to let Donald Trump go out in public and campaign now that he's got all this support behind him. Maybe they are that dumb. I don't believe that.
No,
Biden is an idiot, but the people, the evil, nefarious people behind Biden pulling the strings, they are not stupid. Okay. They really aren't. They are not. AOC is stupid, but the people running the show behind the scenes, they are not stupid. So there is a reason that they did this to Donald Trump. And it's not to have him smash and destroy all these fundraising records, then to go out and have groundbreaking numbers in 115-degree heat and just wait till it cools off, guys. Like once it starts cooling off and he's having rallies in September and October, like October is going to be insane. Like, you guys understand this, right? October is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before, because the election is the first week of November. It's going to be something that I don't think any of us have ever experienced in our lives. And if you think that they're going to let Donald Trump actually go out there and pull 100,000 people here, 115,000 people there, 80,000, there's zero chance. He will be on house arrest because of what you just saw in Dr. Phil's
Before
interview.
you move on here, Graham, a lot of these people who are still undecided voters, people who are flipping sides or whatnot, I still am having a little bit of issues understanding where they're coming from, because obviously, as just a regular person that goes out and gets groceries back when Trump was in office, and now that Biden's in office, I mean, the writing is on the wall. I mean, it's black and white. You can your money literally is going nowhere. As a matter of fact, it's tanking compared to what it used to be. I mean, spending is out of control, and it's just I still don't get it. Why people are like, oh, I'm undecided. Kind of,
because of what we showed in the beginning. Tony, I hate it, but it's really that simple. It's because of literally what we showed in the beginning, that news week where Trump said, I don't care about you. People will see that and they'll believe whatever headline they throw up there. Like, period. They see that, they're going to believe it. They're not going to read into it. They honestly, all Biden or the Biden administration has to do is come out day to day and say, well, this is, I mean, Biden even said that inflation was high when I was elected. You know, everybody's proved that was a lie, but people still believe it because nobody will go do research on their own.
And I get it, because, I mean, when I voted for him back in, 2020, was it 2020, 2021? I was looking at the man and what he has accomplished, because I know he is a businessman. His family has always been in business. You have to look at the United States as a business. They are looking to control spending to make American citizens' lives better or whatnot, compared to what the Bidens and the Obamas did. I mean, I still don't get it. I guess I don't understand it.
But I think a lot of people don't look at it.
Did a thumbs down again.
Me?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Stop
Are
moving.
you holding your hands?
I don't know. Sorry. I don't know what to do with my hands. But I think a lot of people don't look at it like that, Tony, because that's why you're seeing people flip, because common sense is like, oh, look at the economy and how it is. Look how we can't afford groceries for our children. Mm-hmm. Look at all these things. I think, again, obviously I'm with Grandma on, the issue is, I think, a lot of virtue signaling and like, we cannot vote for Trump, orange man bad to an extreme where it's like, well, we'll vote for anybody else. We cannot vote for him. And I think it goes back to more the emotional play of it than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at the attacks. Like, you can just sit back and look at what Trump says and what Biden and his administration says. They attack Biden's policies, border security, the inflation at all-time high, immigration being horrible. I mean, policy. They're not attacking Trump's policies. They're not going out and saying this is Trump's tax plan. They're not saying anything about Trump's border plan or his immigration plan. They're not talking about that stuff. They're talking about he's a convicted felon. They're talking about the things that he said in the past. They're attacking his character because they can't match his policies. They know that. And so if they paint Trump personally, they know that their people vote personal, not
Correct.
Policy. And they're winning the PR. Well, I say winning. They're not winning it anymore, but that's their plan.
Play.
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw somebody put this in the comments, and they're exactly right. I think as Americans, we've forgotten the key point of all this. So many Americans are aligning with Trump now after this conviction, because every single person that signed the Declaration of Independence, they were traitors. They were to be put to death. They were criminals. They were felons. They were anarchists. They were insurrectionists. They were all the things that they're trying to label Donald Trump. And I'm not saying that Donald Trump is on the same level as that. And yes, times are different and all the above. I get it. But the only reason that we're sitting here today having the conversations that we're having is because a group of men decided that it was time to be a felon.
Facts.
They decided it was time to be a criminal. They decided it was time to put their lives on the line. They decided it was time to put their families in jeopardy because something had to be done. And what you're seeing is a vitriol response, call it a glitch in the matrix, if you will. In my opinion, anyone, whether you're Democrat, Libertarian, whatever, for a group or an organization to be so bent on stopping Donald Trump from becoming president, to me, that shows that Trump is somebody that is going to disrupt the evil that is actually going on in D.C. Do I think that he can get it done if we don't have the House and the Senate? No. That's why this race is anything but a lock. But I do believe that this is the last election as we currently know it. Do I think, America's going to end? I don't know. I mean, maybe. But I do know that this is going to be the last time we have an election like we've known it to be so. But just remember, so 260 plus years ago, however long it was, there was a group of men who sat around and were like, it's time to break the law because the law is wrong. It's time to take a stand and be willing to die for it. It's time for that. And that's where we are today. And let's play the Dana White clip. And I think this is how we're going to end the show today. We had a lot more, but I think we're going to go this way. Dana White. There we go. Dana White's talking to Brian Kilmeade here. And just listen to what he says about Donald Trump here. And I think this is a very powerful statement. Here we go.
The one thing about the former president, he wants to be the next president again. You know a fighter's heart. You stare in more fighters' eyes than anybody else to see what's in there. Where does he rank at 77?
Number one. Number one. You take any of the greatest fighters of all time, Trump is number one. The most resilient human being that I've ever met in my life.
In what respect?
Why keep doing this? You know, you got money, you got a great life, you got whatever. Why keep doing this? And the one thing that I can tell you, and this is a fact, this guy loves this country, right? And he loves all Americans, regardless of what color, religion, or whatever it is. He's not a racist. He's a good human being, and he loves America, and he cares about this country. Period. End of story. If he wasn't that type of guy, I would never even associate myself with him.
Right.
I think that's a very powerful statement.
Man, Dana White's the GOAT.
You know, I mean, even Dana White goes, look, you can say what you want to about the man, but why keep doing this? Mm-hmm. Like he's a billionaire. Like he doesn't have to do this. Mm-mm. At this point, you either believe one or two things. You believe he's completely and utterly insane, or you believe he's doing this because he literally believes in this country. I lean towards the latter, and that's where I lean. And I lean on the fact that America was built off the backs of criminals and felons and traitors. And I think somewhere we've forgotten that. And so I just believe that it's time to get back to that mindset, man. Are you willing to, if it comes to it? The majority of people aren't. But we forget that America, the only reason we can have these conversations today is because a bunch of criminal, traitor, insurrectionists decided to be criminal, traitor, insurrectionists, no matter the cost. That's it. And I think that more people are waking up to that fact, that somewhere America lost what made America America in the first place. And you're seeing a slight resurgence of that aspect back. And that's what I believe. So, final thoughts from anybody else?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I've said it time and time again. Like, I love this country. I love it. But I wouldn't be taking the pounding that he's taking right now. And to the one in the chat that just said, well, he has to keep running for president so he can pardon himself. Let's be real. If he jumped out of the race today, all this stuff would go away.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, it would all go away. It would all disappear, vanish, and it would go away. So you can
the motive
go kick
has
rocks,
to be
bro.
higher than, he's a narcissistic, pride-filled person. I disagree with that because you would not put yourself at, how old is he?
77?
Yeah, you would probably want to look at retirement, hanging out with your children, your grandchildren, and he continues to they pound him and beat him up. And he is, I agree with Dana White on, he is probably one of the most resilient, whether you like him or not, human beings that Because who would do that, and what would the
skin
motive
in the
be?
world,
He doesn't
man.
need
Got-
fame.
got to
he
have
doesn't
it.
need money. He doesn't need any of those things. So what is the motive? He's that much of a narcissist that he would do that? No, I don't think that's the case.
My final thought is, I know we all have, we probably all have somebody we know that is on the fence or still leaning left that's not voting for Trump. I would just say to them, vote on the policies. Yeah. Vote on what he's bringing to the table. Look at when he was there 4 years ago. We cannot afford another 4 years of 100%. The Biden administration. That's it.
Well, let's find out in the chat. Comment in the chat right now. If you're voting for Donald Trump in November, comment Trump in the comment section right now. Let us know where you stand. Let's see where we're going. Let's end on a, there you go. You guys can see the chat. I want to see the chat blow up right now. If you're voting for Trump in 2024, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the chat going. Go, 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 go. There we go. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, everywhere. Keep it going. The president and his team see this. Let them see the support that you guys have. There you go. Just like Donald Trump, you can't make up people showing up to his rallies. You can't make up stuff like this. Look, boom, 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 boom. Just keep the chat going. Go, 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 go. It's crazy. But let's end it on one final good note. Todd, you want to lead in the head coach video?
Yeah. So our coach, Joe Mazzulla, Celtics head coach, is not only he's an amazing human being, period. But he's been in the 2 interviews he's done after the finals are just epic. So this reporter tried to back him into a corner talking about the 2 black head coaches, him and former player stud Jason Kidd for the Mavericks are coaching against each other. And this reporter tried to bring up some drama and try to back him in a corner. Listen to his response. It was epic.
Hey, Joe, Ben School with Yahoo Sports. For the first time since 1975, this is...
Oh, something happened.
Well, that was the other one. Anyway, so he said for the first time since...
Oh, there we go. Hold on.
Significant moment. Do you take pride in this? How do you view this, or do you not see it at all?
I wonder how many of those have been Christian coaches.
Dead silence. Crickets.
Next.
David Aldridge. And that's just who he is. And they came back like after game 1 and asked him, "Hey, the royal family was at the game. Did you get an opportunity to meet the royal family?" And he said, "You mean Jesus, Mary, and Joseph? Because that's the only royal family I know." Wow. Oh, there it is. There we go.
Yeah. Let's play that.
A non-basketball question. Did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
That's awesome.
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not.
Oh, no.
Royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
Wow.
Boom. So can we everybody in the chat just come on to
round of applause
to
for that.
the Celtics side
awesome,
now?
Man.
Come on. Let's do it.
Wow, that's good.
All
yeah.
right.
I can't go for a Mark Cuban owned team.
No Bluebeard for Tom.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. That's all we have for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, we only got like a couple super questions today. Todd, run us through that real fast.
All right, here we go. From Jay Statler 121. Want to give a shout out to the Old State Saloon in Eagle, Idaho for making June Heterosexual Awesomeness Month. Never been there, but that bar owner is fantastic. Watch that interview.
Heterosexual Awesomeness Month.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Lightning B, generally...
Month, sorry.
Yeah. Lightning B. Generally, there are allowances of time to go to work when on house arrest, so campaigning can still occur outside the house with permissions granted.
Key is with permission.
With permissions granted is the
but that
key
is
thing
true.
there. But that's good. That's good to know.
Yes, yeah. From Wendy McGroin, Washington was a Mason. The White House is where several ley lines intersect.
That is true. I've read that conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the forefathers were perfect in any regard and or all of this stuff 100%. I was simply talking about the fact who actually gets to decide where the White House is. That's all I want to know is, you know, and everybody's like, it's an act of Congress. Okay, well, if we've got majority of Congress in the Senate,
let's move it.
Dude, I'm at the point. Let's freaking move the thing, bro.
real.
DC is a crap hole.
It really
is. It is a crap shoot.
I would much rather visit Florida than DC.
Yeah, I mean, dude, DC sucks. I mean, it does. Like, you go see the monuments, and that's cool. But anything outside that little area, you getting jumped. And
the reason it's in DC,
robbed.
They didn't have a whole lot of land to choose from, at that point. So, I mean, that's,
The most scared I've ever been for Alyssa's life was when we went to this random Five Guys in D.C. that was outside of the thing.
It was a good time.
It was the sketchiest place I've ever been to in my life.
Core memories were made.
And you can't have a gun there, and all
that's
this
true.
stuff.
That's
Dude, I'm telling you, move it. Move the thing. I'm fully in support.
Legal citizens can't have guns, but the criminals can.
True.
That's true.
The criminals were carrying Glocks. Either way, all right.
Here we go. Ratchet. What do you got? Okay, what do you guys think about Celtics coach new conference interview? We just played it. Loved it.
Perfect.
I mean, that's not the only reason I'm a Celtics fan, but that's why I stay. Let's see.
I think that's it. There wasn't a whole lot today.
Let me just
all right.
Yep, that's it.
That's the end of the show, you guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to do us a favor and hit that like button. Leave us a comment in the comment section. There's nothing worse than having these thousands of comments during the live feed, and then the live feed ends, and then there's 2 on the video. So please go back and leave us a comment. We do so love to read your thoughts. Make sure to share this video far and wide. If you're on Facebook, hit that share button right now. If you're on YouTube, share the link. If you're on Rumble, share the link. Twitter, share it, repost it, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching with us today. Alyssa, say goodbye.
Hope you have a great Monday.
Tony.
Hasta mañana.
All right, Todd.
Go Celtics.
Oh my
All right, let's pray this thing out. Dear Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for the opportunity of freedoms in this world. We thank you for the opportunity to come and acknowledge you at the height of viewership here across all platforms. There's over 8,000 people watching right now. And Lord, we know that people, although this is cool to talk about this, people are dealing with real things. They're dealing with addiction, anxiety, fear, struggling in their marriage. The list goes on. And we know that you are the ultimate healer. And we know that they are secretly, even sometimes unknowing to themselves, looking for a relationship with you. Lord, we would be remiss if we did not take this opportunity. There may be some people that have not made the decision for their eternal soul, given their life to you. And maybe they're ready, Lord, or maybe there's people that have done that in the past, but they are ready to reignite that flame with you. So Lord, I pray this prayer. I pray every day. And it goes like this. Dear Lord, I ask you to forgive me of my sins, both known and unknown. I ask you to make my heart brand new today and every day moving forward. I don't want you as just the savior of my life. I want you as the Lord of my life. Every step I take from this day on is in the footsteps of where you want me to go. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for your mercy. And we thank you for your love of sending your son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross for us so we may spend eternity with you. From this day forward, we are a new being. From this day forward, all anxiety, depression, fear, gone. From this day forward, healing is possible because we are made new in you, through you, for you. And all God's people said,
Amen.
And I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.